Watching that, we're gonna be watching this match right now. We're gonna get right into it. It is Stache versus Bang. Is that the tag?
I'm looking right now. I'm not seeing Stache. We might.
All right, Palu's getting in on this wolf right here, doing tons of damage, doing a great job of just keeping him away, getting these snare strings going. Stache just not letting up for sure. Wolf able to get back into neutral. The auto reticle comes out.
All right, so we're gonna have Taj. We're gonna have Taj. He has a game he has to go play.
Oh, okay, sounds good. All right, guys.
Right. And we're gonna be just in here with Bang and Stache. I'm trying to find out what Bang is. Let's see. I think it's just Bang. I think that's just his name. We saw him here earlier. I believe he played Dom and ended up taking the game 2-0 from that one. Oh, and the big call out coming from Palutena. And I gotta say, the up smash hitting is such a huge deal with on ledge. Like, it's such a good call out. It's so much fun to watch. And just kind of letting these guys play it out. We've got Nikki coming back into
What's
the
up? I'm on the scene.
All right.
Last thing I commentated was that Sands match. What do we got? What do we
This
got?
is going to be Palutena versus Wolf. And Stache has actually been taking a pretty good lead here. And, Bang's kind of having to, play a little bit behind, of course, right here with his stock. And he's being very aggressive, and he's trying to beat Palutena at this being in your face game right now. And I think a little bit of patience could go a long way in this matchup just because Palutena's just playing it patient, beating out most of his approach options.
And calling out the approaches.
Yeah.
I know I saw that up smash earlier where it was just, Stache is completely calling out Bang, and Bang just needs to slow down a little. Remember that, this is something I had to think about. I can think in the game, because I turn autopilot on so much when I play. And so it's good to slow down, think, if I'm moving to the right, why am I moving to the right? What am I doing? Think out every single option. Always.
The Stache right there made a very, very it showed that he knew what he was doing, making sure that he didn't approach when he didn't have to. Just kind of standing, waiting on Bang to come to him, because if this goes to time, Stache doesn't have to approach right now. And I think right now this is where Bang needs to start trying to see where he wants to take Stache game 2. But I'm not saying it's impossible. I just don't think it's likely.
And Stache almost killed off the top right there.
Not quite able to get a 2-frame with the F tilt.
Oh, I forget that 2 frames.
And again,
and that
the
kill?
invulnerable back air, he was able to just beat out whatever option that Bang tried to throw right there.
Is that bad DI, maybe?
No, it was just
really,
Palutena.
no.
He was at about 130, 140. And Palutena back air just
From
kills.
across the stage, really?
It was also full rage.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of it goes
Yeah,
to
that's right. I forgot about Rage.
So I think Smashville is going to be a really good pick here for Bang, because it kind of gives a little less room for Palutena to jump around and run away from Wolf, and being able to kind of dictate the pace a little bit better, I hope. So we're just going to have to see kind of where this goes. I got to say, I love the Animal Crossing stages to play on. The music just doesn't get me hyped. It's a constant complaint, and it's one of those things that I think if you're going to have Animal Crossing, you're going to have to make sure you play good music.
Yeah, this music is pretty bad. I can't even lie. Honestly,
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just it doesn't feel.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm watching one of the most hyped matches of the night. You watch Battlefield. I mean, I'm thinking more Melee right now. Like Melee, you got FD, you got Battlefield. You got Dreamland, you got Fountain of Dreams, you've got Pokemon Stadium. Yoshi's was sort of the outlier in that, but even then, and then you get Animal Crossing in this, and it's like, Battlefield's pretty good.
You want to make sure you have good music.
Yeah.
Good music is always important because it sets a tone. Because right now you've got this neutral that, it's interesting music, but it feels like I could be in a doctor's office almost.
That's exactly right, dude. I mean, it's an Animal Crossing game. What do you expect from it? Oh my gosh.
And
Stache is just calling out every single option. He's covering everything.
Bang's just having a really hard time, and the attempted footstool right there. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but he didn't seem phased by it at all and getting eaten up by the down smash. Oh, I think one of the coolest. Oh, and getting
nice call out.
getting the recovery there. Wolf up tilt is probably one of my, and the counter. Okay, we haven't seen that coming out of Stache so far. And
That upbeat?
the aggressive
No.
upbeat it was.
I thought that upbeat killed. Oh, that still didn't kill. Wow.
Palutena, she's a lot heavier than most people would give her credit for.
Yeah, I didn't think she was that heavy, honestly.
And the stage spike, just the
Oh.
nair, just enough to beat out the upbeat attempt.
Is that a dash?
It was a dash
Still.
attack, and Bang is honestly, I see him getting a little more aggressive with his approaches. He's getting a little desperate, trying to go through these Hail Marys just to try and, got to get the stock off.
You know what's quite awesome? No
And that's
way.
going to be it. The 3 stock coming out from Stache. That's commanding. That's